Hello there. This is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. This is the card that we'll be making today, and this comes from the Most Wonderful Time product Melody that I showed some other cards on my blog yesterday, so I invite you to go there and check it out, and we're going to get going. This is fantastic. Remember how I went crazy over Everything is Rosy? This is like a Christmas Everything is Rosy. And I have a class coming up on this as well. If you purchase a kit from me, you're automatically enrolled in that. Those are some of the other cards I've made. That card we're reproducing today. And there is one with the stamps and the stickers. So to get started, those 12 gold foil fronts, they are 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then you get 4 sticker sheets, and you see the deer and the trees, more deer, foliage, you have banners and candy canes there. And the descriptions and everything will be over on the blog at cindybdesigns.com. Those are the 6x6 pattern papers. You get 48 sheets. There's 12 patterns, and I've already flipped them over, so you get like 8 sheets of what you see on the first 2 patterns on the right, but 4 of each. And there's some great, DSP there. It's Old Olive, Real Red, Whisper White, Basic Black, but you can incorporate all the grays that we have in there. And there's foil, the gold foil intertwined in there, as you can see from that. So that is the DSP. That is our stamp set of Most Wonderful Time. It is distinctive, except for, well, they all are, but the large Christmas tree, it is open line art, but it's still distinctive. That ribbon is fantastic. It's half gold on one side and half clear on the other. Then you had the star gold little, well, actually big dots, and there's the die cuts right there. So to get started, we're going to be using Perfectly Plaid 2 for a couple of our sentiments. And if you have girlfriends like I do, be sure to say the ho 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 sentiment, so you can send them cards throughout the year, because we're old and we talk like that to each other. And yes, that's how it works. So I've die cut the Christmas tree out of Whisper White. Then remembered that, okay, I wanted to do smoky slate here. So I have basic gray ink, and I'm stamping it off twice. And I'm putting down the Deck the Hall sentiment over the tree, and then Christmas tree on top of it. And I'm using the rule of odds and stamping it down the tree to where it's very even there, and you can see. So I'm bringing in my Stamp-A-Majig, and that is the inside panel of our card. And that sentiment is from Perfectly Plaid. Line it up on a Stamparatus. I was checking the lines to make sure that my sentiment is lined up and everything. That went down on with basic gray ink. So I'm going to get that cleaned up, set it aside. So we have a top folding A2 basic gray cardstock. And again, the measurements will be over at cindybdesigns.com. But if I remember correctly, you know how I use my Stamparatus to lay down cardstock. The star panel right there is a 4x2, because the basic gray that I'm adhering it to is 4 by 5 1/4, because I need some beefy substance underneath that for the DSP. So the presents were 4 by 3 1/4, and that is Real Red Regal's DSP in the scripty font that I cut down to 4 by 1/2 inch, and use that to cover up that seam. So now that my inside panel is dry, I put snail on the back of that and put it to the inside. So we're back to working with the image panel on the front. And by now I've already put the black Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, which is not working for me when I want to lay down that basic writing because I have dimension underneath there, which is uneven. So I decided to switch over to black and get that down to match the color in the presents, the top of the presents. So that went down okay. While that's drying, I have leftover DSP that I'm making my envelope with. That kind of messed up on trying something else out, but you know, flip it over, use it up. So I'm slowing the video down a little bit, bringing back in the image panel of the card, and I'm going to center that up left to right, top to bottom, peel out the dimensionals to the tree, and place that over towards the left. Now I am grabbing this real red curly ribbon, and I'm using my pokey tool to get the ribbon through. This is like yarn, same texture, everything. It goes to a different suite, but it goes with the colors in this card. So I tied it in a bow, didn't like it, and decided to do a knot and then snip out the ends and then fray them apart, like you're seeing right there, to, you know, give it more texture and dimension, because you know how I go like that with cards. So I'm putting on those gold stars. There's going to be 3, and I'm going to use rule of odds, you know, wing it where I place it on the card and everything like that. But I hope that you got some good ideas, or you know, one card from this product suite today, and then the other 2 I put up yesterday. And again, if you get this from me, I'm going to see it and go ahead and include you in the Christmas card stack that I have going on for this mid-October. And we're going to be doing tags and bags and cards and boxes and everything you can imagine. But this is what I've been playing with so far with this. The card on the right, I haven't blogged about yet, but that is a concept card in the catalog. So thank you for joining me today. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. Have a fantastic weekend, and lots of fall projects coming up next week. God bless and have a good one.